It's August, it's 2006, and broadwaybabycom is vodcasting live to you from the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. The only question we're asking ourselves is, if you're not here, where are you? Last year, a group from Cambridge brought the Threepenny Opera to the Fringe. This year, they're bringing Bat Boy the Musical.
You can make mistakes here, and you won't be blamed. So show us how to love you, and once the night is through.
Inspired by fictional characters from Weekly World News in America, Bat Boy is the tale of a man-beast discovered in a cave and his integration into society. We caught up with director Chris Adams and producer Rachel Holbrook on their opening night.
Bat Boy the Musical, it's a new rock musical. It was off Broadway for quite a while, then it transferred to London's West End for a short run last year. We're bringing it to the Fringe for the first time. We're on every night of the Fringe at 10:20 at C2, which is venue 4.
It really suits the Fringe. It has a cult following. It's got a twisted sense of humour, and it really suits the venue that we're in. It's very close, quite intimate, and you get to really feel to be one with the characters. And you really sympathise with them.
The musical style is very eclectic. Bubblegum melodies with eye-watering lyrics, Sondheim dissonance and full-on rock opera combine in Lawrence O'Keefe's brilliant score. The leading players, Tom Johnson as Bat Boy, Holly Morgan as Shelley, and in particular Alexandra Spencer-Jones as Mrs. Parker, really bring this show to life. It's an ambitiously big project to tackle on the Fringe, but one which they can feel justifiably proud of. Bat Boy turned out to be the first show that we've seen at the Edinburgh Festival to achieve a 5-star rating. Hot on its heels, and also with 5 stars, is Lizzie Roper's Peccadillo Circus. Let's take a look.
Well, my show's all about people's sex lives. I've gone off and I've interviewed random members of the public. I've got a dominatrix, a 75-year-old Jungian analyst, a sexual predatory homosexualist, a celibate Roman Catholic priest, and I've sat them all down and I've asked them really intimate questions that you really shouldn't ask at a dinner party, and I've recorded all that information, then chopped it all up and put it all back together again and put it on my iPod, and then I go on stage wearing my iPod with my headphones in, and the rule is I have to repeat everything that I hear. So if they cough, if they splutter, if they belch, if they pause, if they contradict themselves, so it ends up like Creature Comforts, but a very live, very rude version of Creature Comforts.
Roper slips seamlessly between segments of her 6 characters, her remarkable vocal and acting skills instantly letting the audience know who is talking. And boy is she aided by her subjects' words as they provide material it would be almost impossible to make up. This must be one of the most original shows on the Fringe, and if you miss it, you'll miss something very special.
And I said to him, "No, I won't give you my car, but I will give you the best blowjob you've ever had." So I pulled over and I gave him, and she went like this, "The best blowjob I have ever given." And he got out, and that was it.
We wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the pioneering work of one particular individual who blazed a trail last year. Ewan Spence even received a BAFTA nomination for his podcasts. We caught up with Ewan at the Udderbelly in Bristow Square.
So the podcast this year is basically the same as last year, except it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and it's going to be very slightly louder, because the decibel level was a bit low last year. That's the only real technical problem. In terms of what it is, well, it's trying to get 1,800 acts, 16,000 performers into a daily 30-minute show and squirt it directly into people's ears. Last year I was considering doing an Edinburgh Fringe podcast, something nobody had ever done before. Everyone was always going on about, citizen media, one man is the way to go forward. And it's like, well, can somebody, one man, me, man, cover an event as large as the Edinburgh Fringe to, you know, a good enough standard. Good enough standard meaning like it's like the 80-20 rule for programming. If you can get 80% of the content, that's what takes the least amount of time. The last 20% is slight tweaking. The Fringe is a very rough and ready event in terms of attending, in terms of getting round, and in terms of putting on reporting as well. So it's perfect for a one-man citizen media experiment.
So there you have it, our first report from the Fringe. Join us soon for more of the same Broadway Baby antics. And don't forget to check out those reviews on broadwaybabycom.